Welcome, all of you. We have a few old and new business items to address first. One of those items is to welcome Mr. Andy Burbine as an associate board member.
Back again,
Back again.
thank God.
And also,
How about that?
I wanted to publicly thank Dave Comerford, who is our board member who had to resign because of a forced change in his work schedule. He's on the swing shift. He can't attend meetings. I especially appreciate his hard work and insight into
Yeah, he
things.
was a good member, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Then, who's this, Dave Rosberg stepped down to?
yeah,
Yeah, what's that?
Rosenberg.
Excuse me, Rosenberg.
yeah. I forgot, this doesn't look the same as the last month's one, exactly, but, yeah. So, yeah, we also want to thank David Rosenberg, who was the ZBA administrative assistant, and welcome Nancy
Hi,
back.
Nancy.
Back.
Again.
Again.
Yes, thank you for being here.
Drag you right
Exactly.
back.
Yeah. We have a few old business items, the first of which is approval of minutes, July 13th, August 10th, and September 14th. I don't think we have anybody who was at any of all of those meetings.
I know, maybe we should just
Let's go ahead.
just go through it.
Should we go one by one?
We should just go through them and accept
Okay.
or not accept.
Okay,
It's, you gotta clear the board here.
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, all it takes is 2 votes out of 3, so
Right.
if I abstain, that's fine, so,
Yeah.
yeah.
the first is meeting minutes from July 13th, 2023. Do I have a motion?
Second the motion, motion to approve.
I'll second it,
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
and I'm going to abstain because I wasn't
Okay,
Right,
part of the board at the time.
right. The second one is the meeting minutes from August 10th, 2023. Do I have a motion?
to approve.
Move to approve. Is a second?
I'll second,
All in favor? Aye.
and I'll abstain as well.
Okay, that passes. And finally, the meeting minutes from September 14th, 2023. Could I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second?
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
and I'll abstain again.
Okay.
I don't know that I have maybe I didn't see the copies of the planning board correspondence about 949-46 Hancock Street.
I did see I watched the planning board.
Okay.
So we did not, did we receive anything on that?
No, Marion put it down, and I
Okay,
don't have copies.
all right, so we'll just look at it. I don't even know if we have to look at it, I mean,
Right.
it's just,
No, it's probably
it's just that
informational or
they
something.
basically went over, and you remember, their building they bought the lobster
I watched it,
bar.
I watched it as well, yeah, I
And
watched
now they're
it.
pushing it over, that they actually got the
They have the frontage, so they don't have to
And
come
it's
back
gonna be,
to us. It's a reduced size, right?
Yes, and I think we did a great job on
Yeah.
that. The board did, by
Mhm.
not approving the first one.
Yeah.
There was a lot of talk about negative about it, but I know for a fact, we did our job by stopping that development, and now they're coming back with a smaller one.
Yeah.
So we should feel, the board at that time should feel good. But unfortunately, it is being built, so, but small.
The other item listed here is from the planning board, a definitive subdivision of Rose Place. I haven't seen anything on that either.
No,
It-
I haven't seen anything.
I think
I
that
didn't
was
watch
on,
that part of the
I did
hearing.
watch that. Again, it's, Bill Inspector probably knows more about it. It's in the process of, the 2 towns, correct? Is that
Yeah,
what
so
we're
it's in the
talking about?
process of the planning, so.
Right,
uh,
because it's 2
really-
towns involved, is it?
Correct.
Right. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me take care of this.
That should be a little bit too, so I would,
Right.
Right. Well, it's just good for us to have some
yeah, absolutely.
foresight.
Yeah, I've been watching Planning Board, and I knew this was coming up, and it's a very
You guys
interesting
have
project.
some information regarding that.
Okay.
You can
Okay,
take a look
yeah,
at it.
very interesting project.
All right. The first,
705, right?
yeah, it says so on the board
Yep.
there. The continued hearing petition of, hope I don't butcher the name, Eilish Christensen for a special permit under 175-32.1 to allow for an accessory apartment in-law, and variance under 175-29 to allow for a side setback from 20 to 16 feet. The property is located at 46 Beaver Lane on Assessor's Map 64, Lot 11, in the residential R30 zone. Who's here to speak about that? Come up and just tell us about the project and...
We have to go into our old package. Did you bring your old package?
Yeah.
I don't think you have the information, but you can look up mine if you want.
Yeah, I got some of it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got the plans.
And please introduce yourself and tell us your address.
I'm Eilish Christensen at 46 Beaver Lane.
All right, thank you. Tell us about your project and what you'd like us to know about it.
We just wanted to add an in-law apartment and a second floor to the existing structure, and we're just a few feet over the line.
Right. Okay. And you guys both know the reason you would ask for a finding under Section 6. What would be the reason for that? Because I'm looking at it, I don't understand what the reason would be for Section 6.
Do we have it on the board by any chance?
Oh, here?
Yeah.
Oh,
Do
he's
we have
turned it
anything
on.
up there? Do we have anything?
I wouldn't know. Nancy?
No, no.
All right.
All right, so let's take a moment and relook at these. These are all, just so the site plan is stamped, right? Yep.
I believe there's some plans underneath there a little bit in that folder, possibly
Right.
site plan.
Right.
Yeah, this is Beaver Lane, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so you're looking for a special permit for the in-law, and then for a variance for a
Yep.
side setback variance.
Yes.
The side setback is only for like 5 feet towards the back of the house. You can't even see it from the street. It's like, it's 30 feet at the front of the addition and only 16 at the back, so it's hardly even noticeable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Did you have a plot plan of the,
Yep. you
You
have-
did. One in there.
yeah, it's,
you know, if you have
it's
that?
right here.
You have the plot plan?
Oh, that's the Daniel Drive one.
Oh, geez, I got the wrong one in there. I thought this was the right one. You're right.
Do you have a plot plan by any chance? I know we had on this last meeting. Why can't we have that?
Oh, you
This
just
is
have
the
those.
plans,
Just
huh?
the plans, yeah.
Yeah, those are just the plans.
Yeah.
They've got these copies.
Sorry about that, I grabbed the wrong thing. I tried to get organized.
Just the plans.
Yeah, there's a
picture.
plan
Wanted to see.
and an elevation.
But the,
Nancy's
Did
got
you
them?
get those, or
No. I don't have, maybe
No, we
maybe
don't.
these guys have them.
here's the site plan. Yeah, I did look at that before.
That's it, yeah. Okay, so it's an odd-shaped lot,
Yeah, it's very odd, yep.
like a parallelogram.
And where the building is too, it's not straight,
Yeah.
it's crooked. So they didn't even put it like straight to the street.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got a lot of,
So you didn't get those in the back?
you know,
I got it, I just handed in the wrong one, that I opened the wrong,
Oh, no,
opened the
no,
wrong
no,
packet.
but,
right, and we asked them to do plans because we really couldn't understand, but if you take a look at it, it's actually going up one more,
Yeah.
One more.
I noticed, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
and then off to the side. Because we really couldn't tell what the upstairs was gonna look like.
Let's see the site,
I did get the plans.
Yeah.
as long as we have.
So the farthest, it's really, like you said, it's in the back is where, and it's just that
Yeah, it's
extreme
only-
point that does not,
Yeah.
It's only 4 feet over and like the
yeah,
last
and then
5 feet of the
then it
building.
declines and becomes
Yeah,
more conforming, yeah. Yeah.
we're only encroaching on like 5 feet of the setback.
So for a variance, you have to show that because of the shape of the lot, or topography, or soil conditions,
Right.
you are subject to some kind of a hardship. So can you explain maybe a little bit about what hardship you would incur if this
The
was not
hardship
granted?
would be the angle the house was set on originally. And presents a problem, because you can't, there's only 28 feet on both sides of the house, and you can't do anything, you can't even put up a decent garage on a property that's shaped like that.
Right.
And we would've went to the back, but we did a pool and a deck.
I see that.
Oh, yeah.
couple of
right.
years ago.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we'd have to tear down $25,000
No,
to,
yeah.
so that's not too feasible
And this is to provide an in-law for you?
Sister.
for her sister.
For your sister, okay, that's
She
nice.
moved to Maine, she sold her business and moved to Maine, and now she wants to come
Wants
back.
to come
We want
back.
her to come back, I don't know how much she wants to come back.
You keep coming back, huh? I got that problem too. Yeah, like you said, when you look at it, I mean, yeah,
It's an odd
it's
shape
an
lot.
odd shape.
It is an odd shaped lot.
And of course, when you look at the house, I mean, it's definitely a weird place to put it.
Mhm.
But, did you get to see it too?
Yeah.
Just to refresh your memory?
Yeah. So I looked through the packet I have, I don't see it in there.
I don't see it either.
I must have
don't know
mixed it up or
I
something.
did too, I must have. It's probably in this old folder here somewhere.
And it's a 42-foot raised ranch, usually they're 38 or 40. They made this one 42 to make
Big.
it even tougher.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I must say though, it's a big project for a small house. Meaning, you know, the in-law adds a lot to the height of the house. What is that height?
We're not going over the height of the house now.
Oh, okay, I see, all right.
We're getting rid of the attic on
I got
the,
it, yeah,
on the
all right.
main
Yep,
structure.
sure, okay.
And you're putting a gable,
We're running,
Yeah.
running the gable into the second floor
All right, yeah.
for storage space, and then the bedroom and bathroom starts for the second floor for the main house.
Okay,
They've got two girls that are gonna be teenagers real soon, and
yeah.
having them all in one bathroom is like dangerous.
so it was originally a split level, right? Is that what we're talking about?
Yes.
And you're just adding that top up? All right.
And you're taking the chimney down, the fireplace and all that, does that come?
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of work.
Yeah, it's not, I'm not what I'm used to. It's real mild job, it's easy, and...
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm too old to get into big ones, so this is a little one.
Do you have any more questions for them?
I don't have any more questions.
Well, of course, we just gotta remember that, you know, you had it on for a reason, you know, let's keep that in mind, bring the family in. It's not gonna be rent property, it's
No.
not gonna be
No.
anything like that, it's just for your family.
Yep.
And she's doing away with the attic, and that storage is going in the main floor.
Right. Okay. I have no other questions.
Okay, is there anyone else here that would like to speak on this project? I'd like to,
I'd make a motion to close the
Right.
public hearing?
yeah, does it make a motion,
Yep.
or
So
ask for a
moved.
motion to,
To close the hearing?
I would
Close the
ask,
hearing.
before we do that, how about the bill inspector? Do you
Oh,
have
I'm
anything?
sorry, yeah.
Anything at all?
Absolutely not.
Okay, I just want to check.
No, that's fine. Thank you very much.
I just want to make sure that, you know, all right.
So I'll make
you're
a
more
motion.
polite than I am, sorry about that.
No, no worries.
So I'll make the motion that we close the public portion of the hearing.
Yes.
I second it.
You so moved? I was going to say, was there a request a motion to close the hearing to the public?
Yes,
Yep.
that was my motion.
Okay, is your motion, is
And,
there a second?
I will second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so you folks can sit down, the board now has a chance to discuss it further. if
Thank
want.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I really don't have any comments.
I mean, on the special permit, it's an in-law, those are granted pretty regularly, and
Yeah.
it's for somebody who qualifies as an in-law or a family member under the bylaw, so I don't have any issues with the special permit. And I think on the variance, it is an
It is
odd-shaped
an
lot.
odd-shaped,
It's an odd-shaped
definitely.
lot, and
Yeah.
they did show a hardship, I think.
Should we show, or should we advise them about needing to get an annual?
Yeah, after we vote on
Yeah.
it, if we approve.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, then I would like to request a motion on this matter.
Do you want to do it, Andy?
Yeah, I'll do two separate ones, all right, so we
Okay.
have it. I'll make a motion on the petition of Alessa Christensen for a special permit under 175-32.I to allow for an accessory apartment at 46 Beaver Lane. Property is located on Assessors Map 64, Lot 11, in the R30 zone.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passes unanimously.
And then on the variance, I would move that we approve a variance for a 20-foot setback as delineated in the plans that were submitted under section 175-29. Again, the property is located at 46 Beaver Lane on Assessors Map 64, Lot 11, in the R30 zone.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Okay, you're all set.
You're good to go.
Good luck with everything.
now you can tell them about the-
Yeah, every year you have to apply to the town to continue to be allowed to have an in-law apartment. And you
It's just
can-
paperwork.
Right, and you can only have a close relative. What is the specific rule on with relatives?
Do you know what off the top
Up
of
to
your head?
2 unrelated individuals.
Yeah.
As long as you're the
Two related.
primary renter. Yeah.
Okay,
You do, yeah.
Right, that's-
Okay,
It's a-
good, great.
it's just an annual thing, and it's good to remind people, but thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate your patience after last
Yeah, we're
month.
sorry about that. Yep.
Thank you very much.
All right. Good luck with everything. Yep.
No, you
Hey,
can't.
the snow's not flying yet. All right. Take care.
Okay, so the next item on our agenda is the petition of Matthew and Samantha Bonatti for a finding under Chapter 48, Section 6, and variance under 175-29 to allow a side setback from 25 feet to 20 feet for a 17 by 20-foot addition for additional living space at 36 Daniel Drive. The property is located in Assessor's Map 21, Lot 42, in the residential R40 zone. Someone here to speak on that? Just let us know your name and address for the public record.
Hi, I'm Samantha Bonatti, my 36 Daniel Drive.
Okay, thank you. Please tell us about your project and what exactly you want to do.
Sure. So we have 3 little girls, and we have 2 tweens and a teenager right now, and I need an extra living space. So we're just trying to build a big family room off the back of the house. And I believe the issue is our plot lines, the way the plot lines run in our neighborhood and the way the houses are built, the plot lines are like this and the houses are built like this. So we have an existing deck on the back of the house that is non-conforming to the plot lines. This addition is going to be less non-conforming than that deck. They drew the plans up that way.
Okay,
So I think the current deck is 18 feet from the plot line, and this room would be like 20 feet from the plot line, if I got that right. I was not supposed to be the one here talking to you guys today. So
Oh,
You're doing great.
thanks.
you're doing fine. Again, we have a house that's,
So
Crooked to
it's
the
a
wall.
non-conforming
yeah,
lot,
Well, weird lots here.
non-conforming structure right now,
Right.
correct?
Right.
so we're-
And this is making it more non-conforming?
A little bit more now, yeah.
So if that's the case, then it should be, in my opinion, it should be a Section 6 finding versus a variance.
okay,
Because you're making a non-conforming
Non-conforming
structure
structure.
more
I
non-conforming.
think we're
I
making
think we're
it
making
less
it less.
non-conforming.
Oh, you
because the
are?
deck is bigger than
that's-
this proposed addition
Oh,
would
that's
be.
reversed, okay, so the.
Yeah, the deck
addition-
is flush with the house, and that makes it 18 feet from the plot line, and we're moving the room over 2 feet, so it should be less non-conforming than
So
the
you're
deck.
proposing 16 feet?
Yeah, so it's 20 feet instead, so it's
20 feet,
further.
20 feet at the back, but it's closer.
Can I grab
Yeah,
my
yeah.
phone? He just
Yeah, I
sent me.
think I handed mine down there, so, my plot plan. Yeah,
oh, so the existing house is here.
I honestly, I'm just lucky I've been,
Rear, but it's still sticking out.
It's still making the, if you're closest to, I think if you're closest to the house.
can I show you what I have?
Yeah. I get, yeah. Yeah, that's what we have that.
That's what you have,
Yeah,
okay.
but if you look here where it's connecting to the house,
Yeah.
if it's 19.9, and that's 2 inches,
2 feet.
Is
Is
it
it
2
2
feet?
feet?
2 feet.
So,
That's 2 feet in.
so the
What's the setback requirement? Is it 20 feet?
The addition is not as wide as the deck, but it is deeper, so that that corner, instead of being 18.2 feet because of the length, it's 20 feet from the side of the
So
lot.
does it bring it into conformity then? Do you even need any?
I think it brings it closer to conformity, but
Yeah.
it's
Just see what
still
the,
outside.
Makes
He's
sense to me.
maintaining the 20-foot setback there, so on that, on this rear end, Andy.
Yeah.
So that actually is long enough.
What's the zone here? R30?
R40.
R40.
That's what it says on the agenda.
Oh, so it's a 25-foot setback.
Yep.
That's, I was thinking it was 20, all right.
Sorry.
So it's non-conforming
20 here.
now.
Right. The
And
deck,
and just by making that addition, it's expanding
a non-conforming.
non-conformity, because
Okay.
you're still not 25 feet.
Yes,
On this
okay.
rear end here.
Yeah.
So you're taking the deck down?
We're taking the deck down.
Yeah, but it's still expanding the non-conformity, because you're expanding the size, and you're still not 25 feet.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess so. I
Yeah.
guess that was the issue. At first, they thought it wouldn't be an issue, but
So
then
again,
they...
if that's the case, then I don't think you need the variance, which is
'Cause
more
it's non-
difficult to obtain than a finding. So I think a finding is,
Right, because it's non-conforming and
you're
you're
making
making
it
it
more non-conforming, it's a
Right.
single-family residence.
Yeah.
So then
Is
all
there a
we have,
cellar?
all we have to find is if
I
it's,
think they're putting it on
Post or something?
pillars. Hold, please. So, I'm sorry. It wasn't
No, it's
supposed to be
okay.
me.
that's all right.
I just was wondering, it's always wet, so.
Provided it meets the,
Yeah, the engineer, his
Water
engineer
setbacks.
said
Yeah.
to put it on those.
Yeah,
Okay, all right, I see it. All right,
it does, it would on both,
Yeah.
the other two seem
It's on,
fine.
it's on post.
posts. I just was looking.
I looked at this before, and I didn't see it.
Yeah, they're showing them right here. 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6.
So we.
So again, I think you can just do it as a section 6 finding,
And then leave off the variance.
leave the variance off, yeah.
Is there anything else we're missing though?
No, if you look at Marion's notes, she said the same thing. If she thought the section 6 finding was okay, but she had him do the variance just in case we didn't think that was the case, and then they
Okay.
could have gone forward on the
Okay,
variance.
yeah.
So if it's a section 6 finding, they just have to find that it's not more detrimental to the neighborhood than the existing
We're
structure.
looking at the house right now. I mean, it's pretty basic.
Yeah,
Yeah, so an addition off the back of that doesn't seem like it's going to be.
Right, any more detrimental. Yeah. And it's not that big of an addition either.
No.
It's just a room for the teenagers. Just,
you have locking doors.
just French doors, close
French
them.
doors with locks. Okay.
Do you guys have any more questions for her?
I do not, no.
I don't.
Again, no bathrooms, no,
No, just a 17 by 20 room.
okay.
Soundproof walls?
Yeah, with French doors that I can close and,
Okay, thank you. Is there anyone else here who would like to speak on this matter?
You did get a lot of your neighbors supporting you,
Oh, yeah.
just to let you know,
yes, they were.
which is really good.
Yeah,
I don't know
I
if
think
you need
one-
to read it in or not, but.
Yeah.
You should,
It probably should be read in.
Let's see. My name is Jonathan. I fully support Sam and Matt's addition for their home. We have no concerns whatsoever. We live across the street, a full view of the beautiful home. Jonathan, I'm gonna hack this name.
Kondraki.
Thank you. Let's see, what else? Oh,
I think all of them. There's quite a few. I think
yeah,
they
there are
all.
a few. You got the Sullivans supporting you.
The Sullivans are
McCracky,
on the closest side to where the addition's gonna go, and then the
and
men's are on the
Medez.
other side of us.
All 4 of them support this project. Okay. And they're just all written out, so. All right, just want to let you know who supported you. I don't need to read them all, I imagine, but
All right, with that, can I have a motion to close the public portion of the meeting?
So moved.
Second?
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much. Can you explain one more time, Andy, because the house itself is non-conforming?
It's non-conforming, and
So-
you're making it more non-conforming by putting this structure on the back, because the 25-foot setback is not being met.
But if the closest thing to the side is the deck right now, and they are less, you're not gonna make the house conforming, how do you make it more non-conforming?
Because just you're adding to the non-conformity, right? Because it's not 25 feet
You're
from the
not correcting
sideline.
the non-conformity.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, that's what I
Yeah.
needed to get straight in my head.
Yeah, yes, yeah. Yep.
Okay, thank you. Is there any other discussion that we need to have about this?
No.
If not, could I have a motion on this matter?
You want to do it, Andy?
So on the petition of Matthew and Samantha Bonatti at 36 Daniel Drive, I would make a motion for a finding under Mass General Laws, Chapter 40A, Section 6, that we find that the change is not substantially more detrimental than the existing non-conforming structure to the neighborhood.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. And then on the variance, I would ask that you withdraw it. You can withdraw it with prejudice, because you don't really need it, so if that's something, if you want to just come up here and just let it, you know, just indicate that you'd like to withdraw the petition for the variance without prejudice.
I would like to withdraw the petition for the variance
Without prejudice.
without what?
Prejudice.
Prejudice. Which means
Prejudice,
that
without prejudice.
if for some reason you
Sorry.
did need to come back for it, you could come back for it.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. You don't need to, but just in case.
Right now, do we need a motion on?
Yeah, we need a
accepting that?
motion to-
So could I have
to
a
accept.
motion on accepting that withdrawal?
So moved.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Now you're all clear.
Now
I
you're all
think we
set.
crossed all the i's and
Great job.
dotted all the t's. Thank you.
Thanks for catching that.
Okay, the next item on our agenda is the petition of Kenneth Mulaney for a special permit under zoning bylaw 175-26C to allow a 30 by 40 by 16-foot pole barn. The property is located at 263 Lincoln Street on Assessor's Map 51, Lot 99, in the residential R30 zone. So do we have someone here to talk about that?
How you doing?
Please let us know your name and address.
Kenneth Mulaney, 263 Lincoln Street. I'm doing 30 by 40 by 16 tall pole barn. I got cars I want to store and a little man cave in it. So,
So, what's this gonna be used for? It's not gonna be a business or anything like
no,
that?
I got a Mustang and my truck, and then I have a little man cave in it too, TV and a couch.
And, how do you travel to that with the vehicles? How are you gonna,
So, this is the driveway. I'm gonna do like gravel down the side, on the side of the property, right to the back of the, it follows the property line.
because I was just looking at it, it seems like it's pretty far away from the house.
So you're going to extend the current drive, or you're going to go on the other side?
The driveway's here,
So you-
I'm just gonna kind of follow this.
Okay.
And then it'll be, there's the two doors.
Yeah.
Those two doors there.
Yeah.
They'll come from
That's a big garage, man.
So you're not looking to put a second driveway on the other side, are you?
two. No, that side will just stay like this. Yeah, so that's like 10 foot there, so just follow that.
Mhm.
From there
So you're over by the water department.
down. Yeah. They're the neighbors, basically.
But it sits way back. That's a big lot.
It's a very
It
deep
is a big
lot.
lot.
Yeah.
It's a big garage, that's for sure.
How high is the garage? Or
The walls are 16.
And how high is your current house, do you know? Will this be higher than your house?
I think it's
do
gonna
you
be about the same.
About the same?
Yeah.
The house is a cape or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's,
So that would be in the range of,
I mean, I don't even think you can see it from the street, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not an issue there. Isn't it wet back there, though, huh?
I mean,
Yeah?
when it rains, but
What are you gonna put down, a concrete slab, or,
for the floor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, you, just remember, it's not zoned for business, so you
Yeah,
can't run
no,
a business
just-
out of
yeah.
that. I don't even think your neighbors would even see it. Is it possible that, could they see that from their house?
A couple of them could, but I got the trees in the back, and then obviously I got all the woods from the water tower next to
Of
it.
course, you'll have power run there. What about a bathroom?
No, just power for the lights and lift.
Pretty basic,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
at least it's way out back.
It's way in the back, yeah. Is it gonna be metal, is it,
No, well, it's gonna be, I wanna do vinyl siding.
okay, yeah. How about the roof, is that gonna be
Shingle,
shingled?
yeah.
So it's wood, it's not metal?
No,
Looks
yeah,
metal.
wood.
Oh, I thought, when I first saw it, I thought it was metal.
That's the company that, they sent me kind of like a rough
package,
sketch.
like?
Yeah.
You putting footings in and stuff like that, or?
Yeah, it's a sonotube with a wet set bracket that the posts sit in.
Trying to think how the fire department would get out there, if it caught on fire, but I guess it doesn't matter, it's in the middle of nowhere. Burns, it burns, right?
Yep, it can't be used for a business, and
I mean, it's so far away from his house,
and insurance is his problem.
yeah. Looks like he's got everything on
Pardon me?
the side back, the setbacks and everything,
Yeah.
so.
Yep. Do you have any more questions for him?
Nope.
No.
Is there anyone else here who would like to speak on the project? Okay, so then, like a motion to close the public portion of the meeting?
So moved?
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Can I just ask the building inspector about this?
Oh,
Because I just,
Well, I actually got a couple of questions. Is this a,
motion, that's
That's- Okay.
is there a,
We've
is it
withdrawn
kit
that
barn?
motion.
Yeah, so they engineer it.
So it's
Sent-
engineered, and you
yeah.
have engineered specs? and,
Yeah.
And then, so they have a foundation layout plan and all that? They've engineered that out?
Yeah, I can buy it from them, and then they'll engineer it for the snow load and all that.
Okay.
And then, I gotta find someone to do the engineering.
Oh, he
for
can,
the
right.
footings,
This
so-
might be stuff we want to hear.
Well, so one of the concerns there was, you know, it was wet back there. So has anybody seen the conditions of the area, the grounds, done any soil?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's something, once you get to the building portion of that, you'll
Yeah.
have to look into that. I mean, it's not based on what their decision's gonna be, I don't
Yeah.
believe, but building-wise, you'll have a little bit of work to do to get certified.
For the, for the.
Yeah. And that would be it,
okay.
just the footings and getting
Again,
certifications.
with you being a town official, I mean, I close it to the floor, but, I mean, you're a town official on the board, so you can speak. I mean, I just want to clear that up, because.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all right.
okay. Discussion amongst ourselves.
Again, I stress that it's not going to be business.
Right.
I hope that none of the neighbors come and complain afterwards. But, did you notify the neighbors on this before you brought it here?
They all got the letter.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
that's perfectly fine, yeah.
Yeah, so you had
Yeah,
an
they need to
oppor-
do the public notice.
I just want to make sure that,
Yeah.
let's cover that. So obviously, it doesn't seem like the neighbors have a problem, and if they have a problem when it's built, then, you know,
Yeah, the guy
Yeah.
the guy 2 houses down just built a big one too.
okay,
so-
all right. I would say that, you know, I like the location because it's away from the
back.
street.
Yeah, me too.
And he's not building extending the driveway. There's gonna be some questions though about where you're building it because of the wetlands, like you're saying. But, yeah, I'm sure it's wet back there, I should say. But that's all I got to say about it.
Then could I have a motion on this matter?
Did you have anything to say?
No, just as far as the standard for a special permit is, if it's controlled as to the number, area, location, relation to the neighborhood, and other characteristics, it would not be injurious to the public health, which I don't think this would be. Safety, welfare, morals, order, comfort, convenience. So I think he satisfies all those requirements.
Definitely with the location, I mean.
The requested use will not overload any public water, sewer, drainage system. He's not using any of that,
Right.
so.
Right.
So I think he meets the criteria for a special permit, so.
Okay. Great, then I'd like to request a motion on this this matter?
So I would make a motion on the petition of Kenneth Mullaney for a special permit, to allow the special permit under zoning bylaw 175-26.c to allow a 30-foot by 40-foot by 16-foot pole barn to be built in substantial conformance with the plans that were submitted with the petition.
Yeah, that's-
Yep, and the plot plan as
Plot
well.
plan, that's right.
The plot plan and that plan.
Right.
And the property is located at 263 Lincoln Street, Abington, Mass., on Assessors Map 51, Lot 99, in the R30 zone.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much.
Okay, you're all set here, yep. Good luck with everything.
Thank you.
You too.
You too. Okay.
Take care.
All right, the last item on our agenda for tonight is the petition of Damian Riley for a special permit under zoning bylaw 175-29, bullet point number 11, as petitioner seeks to exceed the maximum lot coverage, which is 25%. Petitioner is requesting a 35.4% lot coverage. The property is located at 469 Hancock Street. Yeah, I'll make sure I ask those. On Assessors Map 44, Lot 42, in the residential R30 zone. And if I could have someone come up and speak on this matter, and just your name and address. I wonder if we get him to... Okay, you can move it. All right, let me make sure we can speak on it.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. My name is Damian Riley, and I reside at 469 Hancock Street. Earlier this year, I applied for a building permit to construct a 14 by 24 storage room with unfinished area above. My building permit was denied because I exceeded the 25% lot coverage. I'm here today to ask for a special permit to increase to a 35.4 lot coverage. The proposed structure that I applied for the permit for is at the rear of the property. It was designed to blend in with the existing structure and is a typical colonial style for the neighborhood. There is no water and sewer necessary, and the foundation for said structure was permitted in 2020.
Okay.
Although it was not requested for a proposed landscape plan for the property, I do have one if you guys want to see it. I also had removed a 2,000 square foot greenhouse adjacent to any building on the property. It's in the same footprint. I do have pictures of that also.
Okay. Yeah, if we could hand those to us, so we can pass them around again. If we can have those, we can put them in the public record. Thank you. Just take a glance at
So
those.
I believe I went over the lot coverage when I put a driveway in front of the garages that I built. And that added to my hardscape.
Yep.
So you're over the 25% now, even without this building?
Yes, this is all laid out because the foundation is already in.
So you applied for a building permit for the foundation back in 2020, or?
The foundation was installed when I built a three-car garage. At the same time, under a foundation permit, it was signed off in 2020.
Just have a look at this, what was there before he started the process, and this looks like his landscape plan.
So there was a stop order, correct?
Yes.
What is, well, so where was the greenhouse, this greenhouse, right up against the house?
Right, at the rear of the property, attached to the house.
And
That was removed to make way for the garages.
Let's see the house here.
It's attached to the back of the house, yes. There was several,
So did you get approval to build the garage
yes, yeah,
from us?
yes.
Was that concerning lot coverage at that point in time? too?
No, there was no concerning lot coverage at all.
What were you here for at that point in time then? Was it?
I was here for a special permit to build a three-car garage.
Oh, the
over-
three-car, okay.
Over 850
Three-car
square
garage. I
feet.
know I remember you from somewhere.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Three-car garage.
And so this is in addition to the three-car garage?
This is at the end of it, at the
Yeah.
very end of the lot.
So,
I have 3 vehicles in the garages.
Give those back
I
to
have
Nancy.
storage needs.
so you built this
Here's a photo of it.
this picture is showing a door and possibly a bedroom, correct? Am I wrong?
A door and a bedroom.
What's this right here? Is that a garage?
Well, that's one of the questions from the,
This is the storage facility,
Okay,
and that's just unfinished space above it. to
okay,
match
but
the roof line.
and it's attached to the house that's
No.
open to the house?
Attached to the
This is-
garage.
This is a three-car
That's a
garage.
I got that, we approved that.
Yep,
Yep,
and so this was an extra storage facility. There's no.
that wasn't on the
dorm.
plans for,
It was on the foundation permit. You have a foundation permit for that.
The foundation permit was separate from and then I built a 3-car garage.
so we approved the three-car garage, well, did we approve the foundation at the time?
Yes,
Well, the foundation was approved, yes.
it was part of the original permit.
Yeah. There was either going to be a deck over it or a storage, but it was just a foundation at the time.
so was there a misunderstanding about their permission to build this addition to the garage?
Well, for what I'm told is you're under enforcement, well, you're actually under enforcement for building a structure without a permit, right? And so you're telling us now that you had permission or was approved for the foundation at
My
the time?
foundation was signed off in 2020.
Do you
with
have
this-
anything that would show that, or that I could take a quick
I
look at?
have-
And I apologize before my time, but do
Yeah, I understand. It was before, it was during the pandemic.
you mind if I take a look?
Here's my foundations permit on my building permit, but you guys took the foundation permit back. Actually, James F. Bandra took the permit back when he signed off on it. Previous building inspector.
This actually states that it was a 3-car garage only.
Mhm.
That's what you were approved for. You weren't approved for this additional section that was added on to the rear.
It was in my
It was part of the plan.
plans
Did
submitted.
you have the plans? Because,
Actually, yeah. Yeah. And, let's see if we can find the rest. Yeah, I think that's part of, that was submitted for foundation plan.
Yep.
Here's the rest of it.
Thank you. Just a second, sir.
That's the same set, but you guys, I had printed out 9 sets, and I presume you guys had some of those.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I'd have to dig into that because I
Yeah.
haven't been privy to those plans at all. Sir, do you mind if I,
This
on the
is
top of your
pre-season.
weather card there, you originally showed me the permit?
Yes.
One second.
You need the permit number? That was the building permit to build on top.
Be
Okay.
curious to see that front.
Yeah, I'd like to see all the
But within this
paperwork.
building permit, the foundation plan was approved under this building. permit.
No, the
Previously,
foundation
I don't know,
permit
we
was
need
a
to do it
separate
again.
permit, and then
No.
several months
We need to
later
see
applied
more
for the building
evidence.
permit.
Okay, so that's just, I gotta kind of look into that. Do you have the second permit for the foundation only?
No, he took it back, Jim.
Oh, Jim took
Yeah,
this card back?
the building permit for the foundation, he took it back at the final inspection.
Okay,
It was during COVID. You guys weren't open, I think.
I'll have to take a look for that. Let's just see.
Yeah, I think we need more information on this. We need to really look into this. I would like to see the minutes and the paperwork and everything from this meeting that we had.
And yeah, it seems to me if we approved it previously, There's
Right.
not really a reason for you to be here looking to have it approved again, right?
Yeah, we-
The issue was, when I put a driveway in front of the garages, I went over the lot coverage. So that was the issue.
So it's more the driveway than the,
It's a lot issue, lot coverage issue.
right,
When they take into account the hardscape, and that includes gravel, mulch areas, bed, and all that, that's all taken into account. And that brought me from 25% to 34.5%. It
So
wasn't necessarily,
is there a driveway in front of the storage shed that,
the driveway ends right before it, yes.
in front of the third stall or in front of,
There's a turn-in, yeah.
okay.
So you added the drive-in, the whole area, the garage and the storage?
And that's what brought my over the,
Was it stone before? Is that was the idea?
it
You
was
put
gravel,
stone?
the whole backyard was all gravel from the previous greenhouse.
You know, I think we should dig into this finding that we had,
Right.
or the vote that we had. We should look at the minutes, and we should look at anything that we have. Because again, this was,
Well, that,
this is revised 4/2/22.
right.
For the room. For the storage room.
That's kind of my concern here, is because the permit was issued prior to that. There's an
Right.
amendment to those plans done post that.
Yeah.
And then also, if you take a look at that, you had said yourself, sir, that you weren't sure if you're going to do a deck, if you're going to do a structure.
I mean, right here, it says 3 season a room.
Right, that's, and I haven't seen those, and so
The
I'm
three-season
wondering why
room is up,
they're
is
not
written in on
uploaded
top.
to the system with the original permit application.
Yeah, I think we need to look a
Right.
little deeper into this before we make any type of decision.
Did you submit like a frame plan for that 3-season, or is it just the foundation
That
plan?
is the new plan.
No, I understand
for
that, but I mean the
three-season.
actual structure, the frame, the set of frame plans.
There was no set of framing plans because there was only a foundation put in.
Right, but it's built now, correct?
Yes, I submitted to you guys a frame plan and everything, yes, and then I jumped the gun when I was
Yeah,
waiting for the
because that's
permit.
well, that's a foundation-only plan. So to build the structure requires an amendment to that permit or a second permit, depending on.
It was a new permit.
Right.
I went in to see Marion, I asked her, what do I need to do? She suggested what I do. I couldn't add that to my original permit, so I had to close that permit and then reapply for a new permit.
Well, what I'm trying to say is, it might just be an issue of administrative-wise that we have to have you amend the permit for monetary reasons, that you put in for a foundation only, and you did the structure, you have to add that into that, or you only had approval for one thing, you didn't have approval for some reason, it could have been put on hold for some reason, like, you know, I think I should take a good look at that, because these documents that I'm seeing here, I haven't seen uploaded
Well,
online.
You're basically saying that the permit was issued for the foundation in 2020? And when was the garage built?
It was built a couple of months later, in 2020 I started, but it
And
was a
then- and
separate.
when- And when was the work done on the storage part? When was that?
I applied for a building permit, was waiting several weeks for a building permit, and then I put up some walls and was waiting for the permit. My architect told me it wasn't an issue, and then it became an issue when the town wanted a lot coverage, whole new set of calculations, which took me 3 months to get.
I mean, if we approved the foundation, that's one thing. We didn't approve the structure.
So did you build that structure this year?
Yes.
Okay. But the approval for it was back in 2020 or 21?
For what, though? For a
Right.
foundation?
for a foundation.
Right.
Not-
But
not
that
a-
wouldn't be our concern.
The foundation
What-
was
what do you
signed
put-
off in 2020. It was left sitting there because
Yeah.
I didn't know exactly what it was going to do
Right.
and monetary reasons. And I finished it, went down to see Marion. She told me I couldn't add that structure to my building permit.
Mm-hmm.
So I finished my building, got the sign off, and then applied separately for the adjacent structure. The frame.
Because I do see the date is 9/20,
Originally, yeah.
and then you revised 4/2/22.
Right.
So we
Yeah, the
we never saw,
4/20/22 was when that room was drawn into that plan.
but when we saw the original plan,
Yeah,
did we see the room?
it wasn't on it.
Right, we approved,
It was a separate building permit.
It wasn't on it because it was just the foundation at the time.
right, we approved the foundation.
And determined what he wanted.
Right,
to do.
we must have approved the
Something.
foundation.
at least the foundation.
So wouldn't, at that point in time, wouldn't the lot coverage issue have been covered at that point?
No,
in time?
lot coverage came into play when driveways and gravel
But
and
I-
improvements.
Marion doesn't mention that, and I don't see that on your plot plan here. There's no, I see there's a, is it, how do you say it, bituminous drive, but that's in front of the existing garage. There's nothing in front of the new structure.
It's on that, it's on that new, it's not just on the landscape plan, it's on that new stamped,
That?
yeah, with the calculations.
So if the foundation was approved, then this would be more of a building code issue,
Yeah,
right?
right.
And because you don't have the amended plan there showing the overage on the lot coverage for the driveway, that's a completely separate issue now.
So I had to put the driveway in to plant grass at the back, regrade the backyard, so it was like a step. That's why that additional foundation was done at that time, so we didn't have to dig up again, because, as you know, Abington is very high in water, and I only have to go down 2 feet to find water.
Just so you're aware, sir, so even though you got, if you did in fact get approved for the foundation, you still need to deal with the building department
I
for that
understand.
structure, so that's why you
Completely
have an
understand,
active, okay,
Completely understand, yeah.
pending the outcome of this.
Yeah, willing to do whatever,
Okay.
whatever is necessary, willing to be co-compliant.
So the photos you gave us of what was there before, I live on Loganberry Drive, and I remember that,
The garden center.
yes, I remember that.
Abington Gardens, yes.
And what you have now is a lot better looking than that was.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I
wow.
understand.
And from the street, you
Huh?
wouldn't see it as fourth structure in the
Right.
back. You can't see it from the main road.
Right. I drove by, I couldn't see it, so.
So my assumption was when I bought the property, that because this structure was back there, everything was in compliance, but it wasn't.
Yeah. So,
So when you came in front of us in 2020, lot coverage was not an issue.
No, there was no,
So the special permit was exclusively for the three-car garage and...
for a three-car garage over 850 square feet.
Right, right.
By right, you're allowed to
And,
build up
and
to
as part of that
850.
application was also this little foundation for this shed, right?
I would like to see, that, you know,
And so when does lot coverage become an issue? Because Marion said it was an issue? Is that what made this an issue, or?
Because she
driveway?
says I had to bring in calculations of the lot.
Do a plot plan.
I had to do a new plot plan,
Yeah, okay.
and the calculations are
And the
written on it,
I have them.
and the
yeah.
hardscape,
Right, I see that.
so it's a hardscape that brought me over.
So that's the only thing you're here for today, is because,
Yeah, because I'm well
Right.
within my setbacks and everything I have at the
but the
back
lot,
there.
the lot coverage, including the hardscape,
Yes,
is at 35.4%.
yes.
kind of wonder what it was when it had that greenhouse there, because
Right, well, yeah.
it was a pretty substantial set of structures.
It was on a concrete pad too, yeah.
Do we have any more questions for Mr. Riley? Do you have any questions for him?
No, sir. Just the communication that, even though pending what happens here, that you'll need to follow
Yes.
up with us, okay?
All right, without any more questions for him, could I have a motion to close?
Do we
the
want to
public-
close the hearing? or
yeah,
we-
no, no.
Well,
we
this is
don't.
what I'm thinking.
No.
My thought on this is that we should continue this matter to bear down on the paperwork.
Yeah, I think we need to just look, see what we voted on and what we had in front of us at the time.
Because
Um,
he certainly seems,
I would like to see what the
yeah. We
the
need more
file for that
information.
particular petition had to say,
And-
yeah.
Maybe we just need to get square on what the paperwork was and what we can.
Right.
And then we can consider the separate matter of the lot coverage.
Yeah,
Right now, it kind of seems like the muddies are watered a little bit.
yes.
Yeah.
It is, for me, at least, yeah.
Marion seemed to have some, trying to remember from notes, is it this question she wrote down or you?
No, she did.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Marion wanted to know if the storage shed is framed so the barn door can be removed and replaced with a garage door.
It's framed in for a double door because when I went down and asked her what I could and couldn't do, she guided me as to what I could do.
All right.
I have no interest in
And then, once we understand better where the permit process is on this, probably address, but I don't know of other people putting up a two-story storage shed as an attached.
No, but I'd like to know, again, I would like to go back, just refresh my memory on everything we have, whatever we have on this, just to see what we had at the time. I mean, everything, you know?
Right, permits,
Yeah,
She
whatever.
does-
board meeting minutes, yeah.
What?
She does say in her notes, petitioner submits a plot, this is in July 2023. Petitioner submits a plot plan for addition, and based on the results, which I'm assuming are because of the hardscape and that sort of thing, the petitioner is exceeding the lot coverage where a special permit is required to be granted. So I still would like to see the previous file, just to see what the heck
Yeah.
is going
Can
on.
I ask
but-
a question?
Yeah.
So hardscape includes gravel areas. So if I had to remove the driveway, I can't put gravel down.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
So then I can't access.
Right.
A lot of unique questions about this property, I think, given what was there and how the several iterations of permits and updated drawings. So we just need to get a better handle on what was approved
Yeah,
exactly.
I think that's
It's
right.
been a few
Yeah.
years,
I
and
think you
we
can-
just, we like to look at it and then go forward on that. And you can see our spot here, we're kind of trying to remember what we voted on. There's maybe two of us from that time, so, I mean, the building inspector is doing what he needs to do. I think we should look at this more closely and make sure we're doing the right thing here. And
Yes. Or what,
This file, yeah, that I gave you.
what's that?
was it this you gave me? I'm trying to remember what you gave me here.
I gave you this.
Again, if we proved the foundation, we didn't prove the
Okay.
structure.
Yeah, because I think I already had the other stuff. I might have put more. stuff.
No, it isn't.
I
I know,
piled-
but
I agree.
still, I'm
It's
just,
not,
I'm
but
just
I-
trying
on
to,
top of it here, not right under it, I mean. Okay. I think this is.
I agree, that's not the issue tonight, but I still would like to see what was approved back in 2020.
So if we are looking at potentially doing a continuance, we need to get their agreement with that,
Mhm.
right? And we would continue it till next board meeting,
In November.
Next meeting would be November 9th.
November 9th. Oops.
Yep.
Okay. Well, from our point of view, it appears that we need to sort through paperwork and have a clearer understanding of where the town left it with you, you know, as you went through this process. And so what we're contemplating is a continuance. We'd look into that paperwork and ask you to come back on November 9th. I was wondering if you would agree with that process, or if you wanted us to take action on your application now, we could do that, but,
And I presume you guys need more information.
right, that's what I'm saying, is that we would like more
It would be
information.
helpful.
but
Yeah.
We need your permission to.
Yeah, you have to
continue this.
agree to the continuance.
Yes,
Right,
yes,
okay. I mean, you'll have to sign something saying you agree to that.
no problem,
Okay,
no problem.
okay, so,
So I would move that we continue this until November 9th,
November 9th.
at the next, yeah.
Second,
second.
all in favor?
Aye.
We'll see you again on November 9th, and we'll look into our meeting minutes from 2020, and then the permit.
Oh, you want continuation form, I'm
Tell-
What?
sorry. Do you want a continuation form?
Yes,
Yep.
yeah, I have to sign it, I think, and then,
And that'll give the bill inspector a chance to look at everything too.
Yeah, there's several
Right.
packets I'm gonna put together for you.
Okay, great.
as we flow through a lot of different people that come in and out the door,
Yeah,
I
this
think
is-
it's resulted in some confusion on your part and ours, so,
Thank you.
yeah, thank you.
What
very much.
happened?
Accident.
It took a fall?
Yeah.
Sorry.
He was misbehaving.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
oh, no. Yeah, they're recorded.
Wouldn't mind.
Both feet, too? Both?
Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
both feet?
Applicant.
Oh, my goodness.
Date and sign it, yeah. I just put 60, it's the,
All right, good luck. with
Thank
the
you very
feet.
much. We'll
Thank
see
you
you,
so
see you
much.
next month.
Thank you.
Is there anything else? Oh, Dave.
We mentioned him
Okay, we're all
earlier.
set with Dave. Nancy, thank the bill inspector for being here, appreciate
Sure,
that.
absolutely.
Yeah. Your questions of people were particularly helpful tonight, so thank you.
Yeah, I'm trying not to overstep or
No, you,
say, you know, I just,
Yeah, right.
a lot of this particular
Yeah.
concern of mine will be handled on the other end
I
of
know,
it.
but it's good to get your input, and we
Yeah,
appreciate
it
it.
right.
I just, you know, slightly concerned that
Yeah,
we don't have the same documentation
Yeah.
here, and things have been amended without us being privy to that.
right, so we'll figure that
Yeah.
out.
I think that if, I could set you up with what we have on that, and then also on Rose Place, we'll get you everything on both of those.
Great, and that helps us. in the
I think it would be
long run.
great for me to get brought up to speed as well, because I wasn't involved in any of this.
Right. Okay,
All right, with that, we have a motion to close the meeting.
So moved.
so moved, second.
All in favor?
Aye. Thank you, Nancy.
Thank you, Nancy.